What up, y'all? Got a question. Got a question. Got a question. So, you know what day it is, folks. And all right, I gotta ask you something. Before we even get started, I gotta ask you this. Is your relationship actually good? Or are you just holding it together for the Instagram post tonight? Are you single and thriving? Or did you almost send that 2 a.m. text to your ex saying happy Valentine's Day? And be honest. Be honest. Did you really want that overpriced dinner that you went to this evening? Or were you just hoping for a good night dessert? I think that's something that we can start talking about. So, without further ado, let's get to it. What's good, everybody? What is good? Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Or maybe not. Welcome to Opinionated. I am your host, Resla. And I think I already noticed something I messed up on today. I didn't have you out there. There we go. So, welcome, of course, to Opinionated with yours truly. I am your host, Resla. And here we don't sugarcoat life just because there are hearts and chocolates floating around the place. Today's the day when some folks are glowing, others are grieving, and yeah, yeah, a few people are even rage scrolling past the every I said yes post that happens on social media. Some are cuddled up and others are clutching their bottle of wine like it's a damn life raft. And then there's the ones that are doing the walk of shame from a certain situationship that got a little too real last night. No judgment, none. We've all been somewhere on the spectrum in that somewhere. But let's be honest, this particular holiday, it's a lot. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of expectations, a lot of price tags, mixed with emotions. We sometimes don't even understand ourselves. So tonight, we're slicing through the ribbons, the glitter, and we're going to get to the core. Is Valentine's Day really about love? Or is it about performing love? Is your relationship thriving? Or is this holiday just one big distraction from cracks in the foundation? And to my single folks, are you really living your best life? Or did you re download the app at 2 a.m. and hate yourself for it? Get comfortable, people. This is going to be a long one. We're going to unpack a lot of this ish. But before I even get started, Want to just do it real early, nice and out the way, because sometimes I get a little bit into it. So I want to make it customary to just say what's up to the people that's up in here. I see Blind is up in here. Oh, listen. You gonna learn the hard way. You gonna learn the hard way. Got Josh up in here. Happy Single Awareness Day. Damn, and that's from the married guy. Peace is up in here. What's going on, Peace? And of course, when everybody starts getting in, if they're not already doing their little Valentine's Day dinners or getting somebody to cuff up for the night, then we'll see them when we see them. I'm going to dive right into it. I want to talk about my first segment, which will be the ugly, the blood soaked origins of what I say Valentine's Day. Let's get a little bit into it. Let's start with a little history. They don't teach us in those good old pastel Hallmark commercials, right? Valentine's Day wasn't built on love, folks. It was built on blood. What do you mean? What do you mean, Resla? Huh? What? Yeah. Ancient Rome was one of those big areas that did a lot of it. You know, picture this: men running naked through the streets, whipping women with strips of animal hides, just to ensure that, these women were within their fertility. Ladies, imagine that today. Some dude is in your DM, slides right in there like, hey baby, uh, you want to be getting fertile? Couldn't imagine it right not right now, all right? Well, maybe you could. Who knows? While, of course, here's the caveat. Waving a dead goat skin above his head. That was the energy they used to have back then. Then there's the whole Saint Valentine. One version. He married a couple in secret and even got executed for it. There's another version of that, by the way. He was a priest who healed the blind, and before he even got beheaded, he wrote her a little letter signed from your Valentine. Aw, how sweet, right? Sure. But also, it's a little bit grim. Just a little bit grim. And now we buy cards to pretty much look at that time. We buy cards, we look at heart-shaped pizzas, and we look at all the things to honor people. Not the beheadings, by the way. Not the beheadings and not the goat slapping. We're not talking about that. It's wild how history gets sanitized into something so cute. But it does beg the question: have we ever celebrated love? Or have we just kept repackaging the rituals into whatever we think sells best? But just think about that for a moment. I'm gonna dive right into my second set because I don't even want to waste that much time on this. I want to talk about love, lies, and side pieces. Let's move right into the juicy parts. Because nothing stirs up the emotion like infidelity. Yes, folks. Valentine's Day exposes a lot around this time of year. Some are getting first, some people are just getting their first ever couples massage. Others are getting their Tuesday night, even though we're far from Tuesday, but they're getting their Tuesday night specials because their partners realized that Valentine's Day was actually supposed to be Thursday, kind of early. This is around the time, folks, we see a lot of affairs spike up. Statistics back it up, folks. Listen, and some things that used to be hidden are not out there in the open, like Ashley Madison. You know, that site for married folks for seeking affairs. They always report that membership starts surging around February. I wonder why is that? Hmm. I wonder why. Because nothing highlights dissatisfaction like watching everyone fake perfection. You know, I once knew someone. Uh, let's say her name. Let's call her Erica. Erica, who had two Valentine's Day. I mean, back to back. She had a morning coffee with one guy, and then she had a candlelight dinner with another guy, just racking them up. Two. I told you she should have went for the hat trick. She thought she was winning until, well, both men ended up at the same bar later that night. Chaos, drama, scandal. Gotta love it. But beyond the drama, what drives people to cheat? Is it boredom? Is it a lack of communication? Or maybe, just maybe, are we just not built for this? This forever with one person ideal. And let's just be honest, fidelity sounds noble, but is it realistic? I think it's something that we will have to discuss at some point in time. I don't really have an answer for it. I have an opinion, but I don't have an answer for it. I want to talk about love or receipts. The 25 billion price tag that people seem to be putting out there. What do I mean by that? I want to talk about the numbers because love is apparently expensive. Last year, just last year, Americans spent over 25 billion on Valentine's Day. I need you to hear that again, folks. 25 billion. That's with a B, folks, on Valentine's Day alone. Flowers, chocolate, dinners, and let's not forget the desperate sorry I cheated jewelry. Mm-mm-mm. But what's the real cost? You know, people maxing out credit cards just to flex on social media. Folks booking five-star restaurants when their relationships are basically hanging on by a thread. It's literally in the balance. And they're trying to leverage their actual credit card balance on it. I know someone. I don't want to say his name. I'm gonna call him Mike. I'm gonna call him Mike. Mike is a pretty innocent name. And he spent 600 on a Valentine's Day weekend getaway. Here's the problem though. 2 weeks later, she dumped him and took another guy to that same hotel. But here's the kicker. Mike is still paying. Well, I don't know if he's still paying, but he's definitely paying the credit card bill on that. She still took another man and he'd have to foot the bill. Her name was also on it. So what's more valuable? Love or proving to everyone you have love? Just my question. And be honest. You have you ever spent money on a gift? Just let me just ask, have you ever spent money on a gift just so you wouldn't look bad? Guys, I've seen some of you do it, and ladies, I've definitely seen you some. I've seen you do it. I've seen you get guys to get your gift. In fact, you buy yourself flowers and all kind of shit just the front, and you got somebody around. It's just a question. It's a thought. And I got a question for since we know that people are willing to spend a lot of money. It's surely got a lot of money, especially because Valentine's Day, folks, is on a Friday. A weekend. You know the clubs is gonna be popping. You know, the strip clubs is gonna be popping. You know, people are burning holes. They setting their credit cards on fire. They are melting the plastic tonight. You know they're doing it. And let's be honest, folks. You probably don't want to say it to yourself. I get it. I get it. It's a lot. It's a lot. What's the most you've ever spent on Valentine's? And was it worth it? Was it really worth it? Because I think of these date night disasters. That's what I'm thinking about. This holiday is also to bring out the absolute worst in planning. You know, I asked around. I did that as I before I even got home. I asked around for horror stories. Everybody thought I was wild for doing this, but I actually asked for horror stories just so I can make sure I could deliver something y'all to y'all. I could deliver something to y'all. You know, a man surprised his date with a picnic. Kind of cold out, but he said it happened some years ago, and I said, okay, cool. He said it was still in February. I said, okay, cool. And then he told me it was in Minnesota. I don't know what the weather's like in Minnesota. He said a woman thought she was gonna get proposed to. Mm. But then he said he actually was there to break up with her. I was like, he is cold blooded. I said, you really set up a picnic to break up with somebody? He says, yeah, I did. I really liked the girl. Valentine's Day though? That's crazy. You know, I was talking to another person, and they said they planned an actual romantic dinner, but the problem is that they forgot. This was definitely a guy, by the way. Yeah, just let you know. He forgot to make the reservations. You know what happened on that Valentine's Day? They wound up eating at Taco Bell. He did that shit while in a suit. Got dressed up and everything. Totally forgot to make the reservation. Told this girl we going out and everything, and forgot to book it. Wound up going to Taco Bell instead. People make a lot of dumb decisions, and they make a lot of mistakes too. Why do we put so much pressure on this one particular day? Who benefits from this performative perfection? Sometimes, sometimes love look like eating frozen pizza on the couch. I know that probably don't sound like glitz and glamour to some of y'all, but sometimes I think it's that. Sometimes I think it looks like leaving your leaving your date at the restaurant because they won't stop checking their ex's Instagram. To me, sometimes I think that's what love looks like. I'm just saying. And I know there are some of you guys out there you probably don't want to mention. We probably got some nasty Valentine stories yourself. Probably got some horror stories of your own. Which makes me think about the single and the fabulous. I'm gonna add to that. Or just coping. Because I think the honest thing about being single, the honest thing I would say about being single is the whole focusing on myself. But let's just be honest, last night you were watching proposal videos while eating ice cream and you were in your tears. And guess what? That's okay. That is okay. Society makes you feel like you're less than if you're not partnered up, if you're not booed up, if you haven't taken part in cuffing season. But here's the twist. Some of those couples you envy, they're miserable. Some of them, not all, but some are. And not for nothing, but I know a woman who got a whole big banquet. I wonder how that's turning out from a guy. Not for nothing, she's already said that's cheating on her multiple times. She got a whole banquet. She's with the guy, probably right now. It's late enough. So who's really winning? Is it the single person with peace, or is it the couple posting fake smiles? What if we stop measuring success by relationship status? What if Valentine's was about love, self love, friend love, family love? Because let's be real, no one should cry over a $7 teddy bear. Love is complicated. It is, folks. But I didn't want to make this one long because I figured there's a lot of you guys, you're probably on your dates right now. So here I am. I'm going to drop the link and I'm going to post it to the top. And I'm going to see what y'all been saying here in the chat. All right. B Love walked up in here. Appreciate you. Clue is in the building. Hey, Aussie. Aussie man is in the building. What's going on? Connery. What's going on? All of it's about the. Hey, listen. Listen. And Josh, you spent a shitload of what? Gee, well, I mean, this is what happens, especially when you get those who haven't had a lot of stuff before. So the image and the appearance is to each their own. Absolutely. You never spend. You're a liar. And you over there too. Didn't you say you was spending that white boy discount, that white boy foreigner discount on just flowers alone? So if you had a whole meal and everything planned afterward, I know you got raked over the coals. I know it. Hey, listen. A lot of people don't even appreciate the whole being creative thing anymore. Now they just want you to spend the money. I remember being creative. The whole picnic thing was great back then. Broke guys were creative. Now broke guys still have to find a way to have money saved up. Ain't that a bitch? Hmm. I'm sure you did. I said, not me. Shit. Got a dip. Wait, well, hold. You said, did you just say, was that for your wedding or did you say either way? You said you bought a dishwasher. Either that was for Valentine's Day or that was your wedding. You got a dishwasher. And when you say dishwasher, I hope you don't mean your wife. That's wild and crazy if that's what you meant. Hey, on food and travel in the hotel, yeah, yeah. Still quite a bit. You're not even too sure how it's really gonna turn out. Just saying. I'm just saying. He says he's cheap. He's spending all that bread. Just saying. Oh, you cook dinner? I guess that might be a way to get out of it. Did she want the dinner? Or she's saying, "Oh yeah, thank you for cooking, but we could just go out." See, cool with the love part. Complicated because it does, but yeah, yeah, I guess so. Based on the circumstances. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I got nothing to say about it. I don't even want to think about how much. Uh, Damn. I had a feelings where he was gonna go with that. And he said, "You're cheaper." I don't know. I can't say that I am cheap across the board. I definitely like luxury, but that's on myself. I don't really think about spending that for other people. I just put that on myself. Mm, roasted mushrooms. Uh, I guess so. I guess. Probably. Probably. It's probably the case. And then you guys still gotta wonder if she even enjoyed it. Because if he's, let's just be honest, if his normal dinner is normally or somewhere around that range of him cooking fillets and stuff, then she's like, oh, this again. We just had this last week. Just saying. I I believe that. That much I believe. I mean, for me, I've never really been the type to really spend to really be breaking bread like that. It's just it's not an important time for me. My mind has always been like you don't need a particular day to show somebody something that you should have been. Let's think about it. It's one day out of an entire year. If you need to worry about this one particular day, I think you got bigger problems on the horizon. Bigger problems. My personal opinion. You got bigger issues. You have way bigger issues. Screw all that. Screw all that other issue talking about. You got way bigger issues. Talking about, oh, I gotta worry about Valentine's Day. Do you? If you are like, especially if you live together, or if you you guys go out, you do things, or you already spend money, you get her flowers. Like like Josh, if this was the only time that you actually got her flowers, eh, eh. But if you already get her gifts on a regular, whatever, is this something you either have to worry about? I don't think so. I don't think it would be something to worry about. My thoughts, though. If someone has to wait all the way to this one time a year to be able to show basically how they feel, then it's like, damn, I'm thinking that guy either got away with murder. I'm thinking that guy pretty much got away with murder. Because I'm sitting here thinking about all the toxic people, all the people who are now about to ruin, especially, oh man, I don't even know when's the last time there was a Valentine's Day on the weekend. I can't think of when was the last time. I know some people are gonna be going through it. Oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait to look through social media. I'm wondering how many weird posts am I gonna start seeing on social media about post today, post Valentine's Day. I'm just wondering. I think it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be so good, so entertaining. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh, if I could only see it live, it'd be great. It would be wonderful. What's going on? And I said, I don't expect all that much. I don't expect much at all. I feel like if I go out, if I stay in, mm, I, I mean, to be honest with you, the way it's always been in my relationships, I'm the one that cooks. I'm the one that does all the stuff. So for me, it's me doing all that extra stuff. And I'm just like, nowadays, I'm like, I don't even feel like doing that. I do not feel like doing that at all. Same. Stream scrolling. Look, and listen, there are plenty of people that stream scrolling. Some, like I said, some of them are sitting there looking at the proposals. Some of them are looking there nasty and mad. Some of them are scrolling on dating apps. They put up their account again shamefully. They're gonna try to get something through. They've been trying since like 2 p.m. Just trying to have that walk of shame at 2 a.m. Mama, what's going on? Some of them they're gonna be doing it. You know the early ones already screwed up, right? Trying to get the foodie call dates, kind of last moment, kind of last moment. Uh, And then of course you got the ladies that they all chose not to have somebody, and they're all doing the Galentine's Day. But of course they're all still have to argue with who ate what, who's paying for what. You gotta split that. You gotta split that bill. You gotta split the bill. Ain't gonna be nice. You gonna get that one half of the salad. All I had was the salad. All I ate was this. All I ate was that. Like I couldn't figure out just what. Yo, just someone need to put up that bread. Someone need to put up the bread. That's it. I can't be sitting here being all cheap and shit like that. Somebody gotta put up that bread. Just saying. And just for me, it's never really been about the whole Valentine's Day thing. I was never a fan of this time of year, strictly because of the cold. It's got nothing to do with Valentine's Day. It has nothing to do with the whole dating and everything. I think the most annoying thing that I've always had an issue when it comes to Valentine's Day were just honestly the way how people behave. And when I say people, I mean like the ladies. How y'all behave? You think someone really wants to be walking outside carrying a big ass bear or whatever else? Man, they would just be acting like kids. Like kids. And for what? So I still want a bear. Oh man. And I think the only thing worse than that is when you have freaking you have fairs. Ah, fairs and farmers markets. Let's go to those. I'm like, it is cold. It is cold out. What are we doing? What are we doing? No candy. It's right. No candy, no roses, no dress up. Nope, nope, no booty bounty. Nope, nope. I'm good. I'm good. Good. Going outside and being cold and so here's my thing. Because a lot of people are playing roulette. They're playing roulette. Some people are just more conniving and they play the long games while you got people who do cuffing season. Others are doing roulette right now. They are spending money on dates, probably with somebody they've been speaking to for a couple of months or a couple of weeks. And they're spending money in hopes of getting laid. And there are some people out there that, quite frankly, they're not doing no dates, no nothing. They just getting on their app and they like, I'm gonna pay for the box and I'm gonna Venmo that shit. And I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them. And you know what? There might be some guy who's doing both. And I just say, damn, he's really breaking bank. He's really out there breaking bank. Went out there, rolled the dice, snake eyes, and then turn around and still go and pay the extra. Damn. I'm not mad at it. It's just it doesn't seem smart, especially in today's market. It doesn't. Like I said, no lady that and she probably did the same thing this year as well. She probably did the same thing. I don't even know how many people they are going to restaurants. Oh, the stupid people, by the way. The stupid people that decide they want to take their new dates or newly found girlfriends or newly found hookups to places that they've been with their exes, and then the exes show up there too. Oh, stupid, 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 stupid. But yet people do this. Both of them stupid. Both of them going to do it. You know it. It happens all the time. All the time. What's good, no chaser? Uh, Nothing. He did nothing. Uh, she's been mainly chilling, sleeping, and I've been mainly out and about. Then I came in. Then I've been trying to clean up this damn place. It looks like a goddamn mess. And then I sat down and I said, "What am I gonna talk about today?" Because I'm too busy working on other stream shit. I said, "What am I gonna talk about today? I'm not too sure what I'm gonna talk about today." And then I was reminded by her, it's Valentine's Day. And I said, "Oh shit, it is Valentine's Day." I decided I was not cooking. So yeah, there's nothing. There is nada. Nothing. Cut flowers die. Later. Order? I didn't order anything. I barely remember today. I didn't order anything. I didn't do anything. Nothing. 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 If it's all about your pockets, are you really in it for the right reasons? I'll repeat myself too. No, I don't even think we both ate today, to be honest. Did she eat today? No, I don't think we both ate today. I didn't. I've been here mainly doing work shit all the time. Doing work shit. I barely left this office today. I think I stepped out one time when I remember I had to do this stream, and I picked up the monster right out the freaking damn it. I guess people gonna be dying out here tonight. Got that freaking ambulance. I picked up the monster right outside of the refrigerator, and I came and I sat down and I said, "What am I gonna talk about?" Doop, 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 doop. And I was talking with people in the conference because I said, "Tell me the worst thing that's been happening that you've ever gone through on Valentine's Day." Oh, that sounds pretty good. That's like, what happened? You did what? That's crazy. So, jotting little notes down or whatever. And that's exactly what I did. It was a very boring day online, uh, online work wise, and it's been a boring day today altogether. So yeah, and I imagine a lot of people are outside. If they're not dating, they are single, or they're just trying to get laid for the night because it's Valentine's Day. I imagine outside of dating app, the internet streets is gonna be very calm tonight. He said that's what you call being frugal. Not being frugal. I mean, again, if it's all about aiming for someone's pockets, then you already know whose pockets they aiming for. Chicks is not out here thinking about burning their bread. That means you're the target. You're the target. And as long as I have been in my relationship, the idea of being finessed sounds kind of crazy. Sounds crazy. Any large amount of expenditures that I would do would hurt us both. Why would I do that? It just doesn't sound smart. With mama, why would I turn around and buy a whole bunch of flowers that I know I don't take care of, and I know they would die in the week? That just doesn't sound smart. Why would I listen? Even if I ate, here's the thing: even the nice areas that I want to eat. I'm not talking about like some big Michelin star restaurant, but just nice areas that I like to go out and eat. That we can go out and eat pretty much any weekend or whatever like that. Do you understand? Because Valentine's Day is today. Those places that are really good, like I know this really good Thai spot. We've been there. We've been there like once, twice. We've been there once before, and there's no way in hell we can go there. No way on. There's no way. It would be packed just because it's Valentine's Day. So even if I had a taste for the food, and I mean, great Thai food, no way I can be able to eat there. No way. Couldn't do it. It will be packed with a group of ladies or packed with people who are on dates and couldn't do it. Wait, illegals? Oh, listen, they probably all working too. Someone's working all those kitchens. They got to make the money. So I get it. Honestly, for the most part, guys, I was thinking I wasn't gonna go live today. Like I said, it took me a while to realize, like, oh yeah, it's Friday. Normally, I try to do something for Friday, especially because I was really thinking not to go live today because I went live yesterday because I didn't go live Wednesday. I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I think I'm just going to chill because like I said, me and my chick, we weren't going out, which is crazy because we probably should have. But I didn't even think about anything. Honestly, I did not think about anything. And part of me is like also still kind of decompressing from um this last trip that I had. I was like, at some point, I'm just like, I don't even think I really want to go anywhere. Like, I'm going through this week, and I'm just going, what did I do last week? And I'm like, oh yeah, I was in Vegas. What the? Yeah, I don't really want to go. I just don't want to deal with people right now. I don't. What's going on? What is this brainwashing? I I don't not brainwashing. I don't brainwash. I question. I question. I always question this year. I do it all the time. I don't fall for the shit. I have not. When's the last time I think the last time I really fell for all this shit was like I was a teen. Yeah, I must have been a teen. I'm just not. Mm, mm. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. It doesn't sound logical. It doesn't sound like it's smart. And most of the time, let's be honest, folks. I'ma just be honest from the way I see it. It mainly goes one direction, and not in the direction that goes towards me. You,
Sup. I didn't do shit yesterday except for all of the damn house chores. Well, okay, so Valentine's Day was for yesterday for us. That was it. Did most of the house chores, got some flowers, threw them on the damn table, made dinner, set the table out. She walked
here.
in the door. That was it.
You should have took out every stem. Like here, just throw it. Here.
Oh, hell no. I had to carry that fucking bouquet like three
Oh,
fucking
you said a
blocks.
whole bouquet. And then
Yeah, it's kind of what they do around here. It's kind of normal. You can't walk. You're supposed to not be able to walk like 2 blocks and not find a vendor or something. But I'm a little finicky. I like to go to the damn flower shops, like the real nursery ones that they actually make the damn thing. So I like them. But I kill house plants too. So like I like house plants and shit around the house. I just kill them all. That's the problem. You on mute?
oh, so yeah, that would be the thing. That would be the thing.
Yeah. It wasn't about the money. It was all that damn walking, and they ain't got well, they got sidewalks here, right? But they drive on the sidewalks and park in the street. So
I just said that. I gave up. I gave up on that when I was a teen. It was just
I
way.
thought
It was way too much work.
I thought most people did, don't they?
No, people are still out there doing stupid shit. I don't even like being on the train in the early part of the day when this shit is happening because people was they have all their flowers. Oh, people vendors try to get on the train. Never mind being in the trains to try to get on the trains trying to sell shit. People got big ass stuffed animals sitting next to them. I'm like, yo, go away. Y'all doing too much. You're doing too much. Doing too much sauce.
That's the same thing with the guys. Put in that much damn effort.
And I'm like, for what? So she can lean in. You go spend all this money on a date or whatever, so she can lean in and give you the hug. You probably get the back pat
Oh
at the end of
shit!
the
Not
date.
the backpack.
You don't even get the hug and you get to feel her pelvis. She lean forward and she give you the
the
feels
no
great.
pelvis hug. Yep,
No
that's the thing
pelvis and the
there.
back pat. Fucked up.
People be grouchy too today.
Absolutely.
the girl's grouchy because their friends, I don't know, some asshole gets on social media and they got all this attention kind of thing, right? And then I don't know why people do it to themselves. They get on social media looking for it and they're like, oh, well, they got this and this and I get nothing, right? So they're always constantly comparing themselves over, and half the shit fake. We're not even comparing ourselves to reality anymore.
No. I mean, but this day was never about reality. So I mentioned,
That's
like, the old days, y'all wouldn't like this. Y'all wouldn't like all the creeps in the
hey,
olden days when this shit got started.
that's why I don't want to go out to restaurants. People grouchy as fuck.
Listen, I want the wait staff on their best days, and I know it's not going to be on their busy days.
Oh yeah.
I want to walk in and say, "Hey, Caitlin," and she's like, "Hi, hey, what's going on?"
Kind
I'm
of.
not gonna walk in on a day like this where she's so busy and she's not gonna be able to come. You know what? One of the things that annoy me, it's not super annoying if you're having fun, but if you're just like, okay, it's time to go. You ready to go? Yeah, it's time to go. You put your card down and you feel like 15 minutes come by and he or she hasn't come by to pick up your card. You're like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
After a while, you just picking up. You're just like holding the shit in the air, like, come get this so I can go. You be sitting there contemplating with your friends, like, so, what if we just dipped? Don't seem like they want our money. Why don't we just dip?
I'd do it.
I haven't done it in a while.
Make me sit there for too long. See if I don't do it. Then all of a sudden they paid attention when you hit the front door.
Oh yeah, that's when they see you. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. I think the last time, actually, I was with my chick. We were at a place. We were at a new place. I can't remember why we were there. I don't know if we planned to go there or whatever. But we were sitting there for so long, and it felt like the wait staff, like she was avoiding us. And that's when we found that in the end, like we heard like the announcement. She was walking by every table. She would let them know that their whole processing system went down, and they were like free meals, basically free meals, for everybody who already ordered. I was like, damn, and I felt bad because well, we both felt bad because she was busting her ass, and now like all that is out there, like all that was literally gone out the table. Like we felt bad, so it was just us. Like we went to a local ATM, we got money, and we didn't pay for the meal, but we at the very least we gave her some money
Yeah.
because like she was awesome. I mean, she was frantic. She was everywhere just for the processing system to go out. We were like, yeah, this is not your fault.
How often you go out to eat? Like hit a restaurant up?
Not very often. I used to years ago. I don't do it anymore. And if I do go out to eat somewhere, I just want to try somewhere new that I probably seen on social media that was a rave, and that would be it.
I do
And
it when I'm
most of the time
lazy.
I do it with my friends.
I do it when I'm lazy. Don't want to wash dishes. Don't want to cook. Don't want to do any of that shit. Then I go.
Yeah, no, I still
Mhm.
wouldn't go up for that because they still charge you an arm and a leg. Like it has to be somewhere that I'm really craving, and I'm just like, you know what? That sounds really good.
Ooh. No, I don't. I don't know. I'm a skinny dude. I don't crave much anymore. I mean, other than coffee or something.
I crave. I crave, and I know when I'm craving, the idea of hitting a restaurant is not a good idea because it's expensive as fuck,
Well,
and I'm
yeah,
gonna be and I'm gonna be ordering a lot of food.
but that's life. You want to be lazy, it's going to be expensive. That's just how that goes.
Yeah, which is why I'm just gonna have to turn around and just suck it up and just have like a Uber Eats or something like that, or DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever, or I cook. That's just there's no way getting around it. It'll still be cheaper. It'll be cheaper for me to have it come to me than me to go to it.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't do the. Okay, so when stateside, we can't do delivery. We live so far out in the middle of just
Right.
bumfuck Egypt, right? There is no delivery.
Yeah. For
I
you
didn't think
guys, you're
that.
screwed.
Yeah. And in the city, it's shit. I don't know. Like I haven't ordered. Like if I would lived in New York City, I'd be concerned about everything. Somebody touching my damn food, stuff like that. I don't know. Doesn't feel right.
sir. It they everybody touches your food.
Well, yeah, like at restaurants, at least
Yes.
I've seen the people, right? I know who to choke out if I think you touch my food.
Like they're gonna touch your food. Now, probably not the wait staff, but how it gets on your plate and everything, they touch your food.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. I kind of have a low key. I tend to want to generally tip the cooks just as much as I do the waiter staff. I've got weird rules. Like if you're gonna touch my food or you're gonna touch my face with a knife, like barbers and shit like that, I tend to tip. It's a trust thing, right? Like I'm trusting you not to cut my face off, so I'm gonna give you a little extra money because I kind of appreciate not dying. It's just a weird thing.
In my mind, if they're really looking to take you out, they're gonna take you out,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
still,
yeah.
still gonna take what's in your pocket.
Yeah, I don't talk shit to waitresses. I don't talk shit to cooks. I just don't do it.
I just don't do it because simply it's not their fault. Whatever happens,
Well, I don't do it because the same reason I wouldn't just go up to the biggest motherfucker I can find and talk shit to him either. Right? Because
I mean,
I
not
don't want an ass whooping.
yeah. Now, if Shorty's just dumb and belligerent, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm done. We're not doing this.
Look at me,
We're
they're
not doing
talking about Christmas decorations. I'm redneck. We leave our lights up all year round. We lazy as hell. We don't have to do that shit. Honey, hang up the Christmas lights, which really just involves plugging them in. Told you we're lazy. It's the same thing on Valentine. Hey, think about that. I guess that's probably what bothers me. You're gonna treat somebody special one day of the year? The hell's that? You're gonna do it most of the time or fuck off.
You know what, Josh? I'm wondering. I'm wondering, because you got an Asian woman. You know, I imagine she's beautiful. She's probably as fine as this girl I'm going to show you right here. But I'm wondering if your chick was making you this dinner, making you this Valentine's Day breakfast, would you would you eat it?
Uh yes, 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 yes. Yep, yep. Yes, yes, I would. I absolutely would.
Can't even say anything. Wow. Like
Fart
even
flavor
the
all.
whole yolk out the mouth, everything.
Yep.
Oh, hey, okay.
She's my lady's had a lot worse things than an egg in
Yeah,
her mouth.
yeah,
So
you know what's so funny? I paused that right at the right moment. Let's see if you can get that right there again. Look at that. Right, mom. Does that look so yummy? So
oh
yummy.
yeah, she could
Don't
be
get
a
me wrong,
restaurant.
little
Yeah,
baggy, but you still gonna take that as your breakfast?
she could be a restaurant cook, and I've never met this girl. She could cook for me. Wouldn't bother me not near a bit.
She absolutely did. That was a little that was like the little like it's salt the rim in the glass. That's just the extra blessing. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, he's not yoking.
Well, I'm an old man.
Listen, that's CAF.
I'm gonna take what I can get. I'm an old man. I can take. I'm just gonna take what I can get and be appreciative.
Listen, listen. All right. I, I saw it. I was just like, she a little baddie, but damn, she doing the most.
Damn, I don't know. How long you think before Visa will release their data, like how much was spent this year on like Valentine's Day?
Uh, I want to say at least the beginning of fourth quarter, maybe.
I got. I really want to know because low key, I actually think this year they're going to be a lot of people cutting back. I think red pill movement died out, right? And people are just doing whatever the hell they want to do,
Oh
which
yeah, it's
usually,
definitely in the stranglehold. It's on its last legs. The
yeah.
final true tap
but
tap.
but 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 that mentality of meism is still like very dominant. I can't imagine a lot of people out there just going. Now, if somebody's like basically doing something like you said, like the idea of taking a girl out, it's usually because it is the expectation to get some box.
Sure.
So I'd like to see traditionally if the spending is cut back majorly, because I don't think people are playing the game anymore.
To an extent, it is because guys are not dating as much as they used to.
Right. So I'd like to see what Valentine's Day spending was
But
this year compared to like previous years.
yeah, but there's still quote simps out there. There's still
Yeah,
guys who got the money to trick.
it, not faulting them, but damn it, I don't think it's as consumer based as people think it is anymore. I think it's fallen. I
Not right.
honestly think it's
Yeah,
fallen.
yeah, not
but,
right now.
but I'd like to see the Visa spending on it just to I like to be sure. I really like to see on it. Damn.
You said many who partake. Mm, I imagine. Listen, I know when I was on my way, a lot of people were heading downtown. So I'm like, people are still out there. They're not going to work. They're either going out to hang out or they're going to on dates or whatever. There were a lot of people still heading in the opposite direction into the city. I'm just like, okay. A lot of people was wearing heels. A lot of people was wearing heels. I was like, okay.
Damn.
Dressed it up like I ain't doing shit.
Oh, I forgot about Christmas. Yeah, God.
Oh,
Damn
you
it.
got a little bit of time for that.
No, I meant like the Christmas. Everybody's usually how that goes. You save up for or you're working your ass off for 6 months to pay for the last 6 months of credit card debt from Christmas. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
no thanks on that.
This is why I do weird shit. Like I actually do go crazy on weddings, but that's because I'm more or less involved in investing in my friends or like if it's family. Because the idea is look, I'm going to help you with your house. This is why I kind of focus on house stuff. I'm going to help you with your house. Motherfucker, I got a pipe breaks and I need a second hand. I pick up that phone. You better come running. It's what you're doing. You're effectively investing in time. You need help, I'm come running. When I need help, you come running. We set. But I don't know. It's weird. I don't mind paying the extra money in like something that's you're gonna own. It's long term. It's got some kind of value to it. You catch me at damn Walmart, right? I'm
See,
buying
the question,
$24 Brahma shoes. I ain't going out there paying like $200 for a pair
yeah,
of sneakers.
you said value. That's the key part. Something that's of value.
Well,
And to me, it's got to be functional. I got to be
yeah.
able to use it.
I don't know if it's a woman thing or a man thing. It's just most of the dudes I hang out with, like that's the thing.
Yeah.
So
I need something that's functional, something that's gonna last, something that's sturdy, something that I'm not gonna just use it one time and put it away, whatever, or it's gonna wilt away.
Yeah. Remodeling a damn house, dude. I just weird shit like that because we're always doing something.
Yeah, people say things like, "Oh, let's go out to do this for the experience," and then like a year or two later, I'm like, "I know we was there, but I can't remember what the fuck we did." So, what kind
Yeah.
of experience was that? I know it was a shit ton of money. I could look at my bank statements, but I don't remember what the fuck we did.
Yeah.
So, how great was that?
Does
I don't.
beg the question: what the hell are we doing with our lives?
I mean, and this is very difficult for me, but in my mind, I want to have as fewer expenditures as possible.
Isn't that true with everybody? As a general rule.
I don't know about that because I think there's a lot of people that live off their credit cards.
Oh yeah. I gotta ask this. I'm because I'm not so sure. I haven't been stateside in a while, but is it the case? Like people really trying to get out there and just keep up with everybody else because they saw it on social media, like, oh, look, and so is going here, so I want to go.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are literally racking up their credit cards and only paying the minimum and at the minimum balance and not even paying attention to that damn interest charge. That's damn near the same as the minimum.
Damn.
There are people who are focusing on rent just so they can have a place over their head, but they not paying attention to no utilities or nothing.
Damn. Damn.
House
Damn.
house
Damn.
be
Damn.
black at night.
Yeah, that's just
They be
that
taking
drive a
portable.
person insane. After
They
a
be
while,
taking portable generators, small portable generators to work, charging that shit at their desk,
damn.
and then take that
Damn.
shit home so they can have some lighting at night. And
Damn.
only for a few hours too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta start asking people what the hell they doing with their damn lives. Which
Still,
I don't know. It seems like I'm hearing rumors that a lot of the younger generation ain't doing it, but they also ain't. They also, I guess, apparently don't know what to invest long term. It's kind of hard to blame somebody that just graduated high school, like learn
uh,
life as fast as possible.
well, it's also difficult. So if you don't do the most conventional things that people don't want to put their money into, like
Right?
401s and things like that, most things are difficult to buy right now,
Yeah.
especially because of everything that I hear it from Z's, I hear it even from millennials, but so many things that boomers done bought up. It's just too high.
Yeah.
What can you really invest your like? Most people won't even have the opportunity to build their own house. They have to move into someone else's house. It's already been there, and it's already a shit ton of money.
Well, I get it. Like when you're graduating high school, 24, 25, like maybe if you're doing college, right? Then you definitely got a couple extra years to go into it. So by 30, right? I don't expect much from people before 30. I really don't. But
But they're
after
supposed to
that,
have their life together before 30. That's what's crazy about it.
yeah, to me it seems a little bit weird to demand like under 30 to be at a certain place in life. But
But
after
they're doing
30,
it.
I do expect somebody to have like an answer or game plan or something, right? That's that's when things get a little weird to me.
Ah, man. I mean, it happened with millennials. A lot of millennials end up staying with their parents because life just got crazy. Not everybody got put into the same situation. Not everybody's been built the same way. This is the only as a millennial, this is the only generation that I know for sure that that the bulk of them went to school and the bulk of them are working jobs that had nothing to do with their degrees.
Yeah, that's always been the damn case. I'm almost sure that's all. University didn't get pushed till right after World War II. It was like everybody was coming back with a GI Bill kind of. Like, they didn't call it
No,
GI.
no. A lot of the older people I know that they went to school, they did something. They did something in relation to their field.
Ah, yeah, okay,
Millennials that did not fly.
yeah.
Millennials are the ones that I know that have master's degrees talking about they going to work at Burger King. Shit makes no sense.
I can't knock Burger King though, right? Like you got to start somewhere. It's just I hate when people stay
You
there.
need to start so like and they
And
went to school. They're in tens of thousands, if not hundreds of $1,000s of debt, and they gotta be at McDonald's or Burger King.
yeah, that is kind of harsh.
And then on top of that, because younger people are saying, I'm not even gonna go to college because it seems like college is a scam because they're just trying to put you in a whole bunch of debt. But they're literally, even if you try to, like, I remember if you were ambitious enough, you could still work at a an internship. Now all internships are geared for people who are in school. Like they force you now to be in debt in order for you to learn to get a handle in the job market,
Right.
which is crazy. Like if I have no debt, right, but I'm willing to learn off of you, because let's be honest, most internships are not paid. I'm willing to learn for free. You're telling me, oh, we can. We're only gonna take people who are gonna be college graduates. You want me to be a debt slave in order to possibly get future work? Because let's be honest, when the internship ends, the chance of you hiring me is slim to none, and Slim just died.
Man, yeah.
I have to be in debt for that. And then so I could not have a job in my field, so I could go work at Burger King or cleaning dishes or waiting tables or whatever.
They
It's
do that
crazy.
they definitely do that in the medical field. Like you'll go into pretty much give up 10 years of your personal life, right? Like within school, just
Sure,
school and like the study time afterward, right? Like you're really giving up 10 years of your life, and then you
sure.
have to sign some.
That's more forgiving, but also because of the fact that unless the medical field is more
Yeah,
it's
but
more merciful when it comes to having jobs available.
they're usually signing on contracts for the
Right.
hospital to pay
But
that off, right? And
right,
so
because one, healthcare has the money, has slash don't have money, but also like healthcare is needed everywhere. Like
yeah, yeah,
other jobs is just it's really difficult. Most people don't sign up unless they're doing nursing. Most people are not signing up for healthcare because of the amount of time it takes to invest.
yeah. Damn. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't really fault the young ones for where they're at. I just kind of curious as to what direction they go. I know shit's a little bit different than when we were at that point. That's why usually under 30 I don't really hold too much against them. I just can't stand once after 30 I ask somebody a question like what do they plan on doing? What do they have a goal, direction or something? And they're still like I don't know. Then I was
Well,
like what the hell?
well, no, that see, I there probably was a time when I was in my late 20s that I might have felt the same way. Um, but being being out in the street with so many people and then working my way back up and talking to so many people, whether they are fresh in college or people who have graduated or people who've just been working for decades, and to find that they still don't know what they want to do, because the truth of the matter is that when you when you put yourself in a particular situation, right? You have kids early, or you got to take care of a family member or whatever. You wind up really giving up what you wanted to do for other people. And by the time you pick your head back up, you're much older, and you're like, the fear of the fear of starting over scares people. Scares a lot of people.
Yeah. Well,
Let's be
people.
honest. If you wanted to be a cop, right? When you pick your head up and you realize, holy shit, I'm damn near 40, that's out the window now.
Yeah, used to be. I think they're bringing that back.
Well, and to
Like
me,
I think
to me, it shouldn't be. It should be about physical fitness.
I tend to agree, but last I heard, there was a major shortage for Leos within the U.S. like across the board.
I agree, but the same way how they did cops is the same way how they did military. Like, you hit that 35 mark? Nope. And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
35 is a good age. You can still be in really good shape at 35. Like, what are we doing? Why would you turn him away?
You
But
think about it though.
you got these career guys who are in for so long. They're still in there. 50s.
What
If
about in
they
the
can if they can still be in military, come on.
what about in the concept of like I guess dating at that age, like say 25, right, or 20, you call it like a college guy, right, or a dude that's just getting started, right, and he's busting his ass as a mechanic or whatever the hell he's doing, right. So
Mhm.
like scrounging up a couple bucks together, right, to do something nice for a girl would actually have a whole hell of a lot more meaning. That like say $5 for a single red rose to drop off the girl would have a lot more meaning than say somebody at our age. You can obviously can do more, we just don't.
The question is, who's taking that single rose besides someone who understands that person's circumstances, or is not that materialistic?
That I don't know because, like,
And in an age where everybody is taught, and this is just the image of how everybody looks at us, even as just being the West. Other people look at us and they just think, oh, look at America. Those are those guys who are just overly patriotic, solely consumer based, and love to be loud, and they love their guns. That's how we look.
damn, damn, I'm a stereotype then because I'm definitely that
Yeah,
way.
that's the image of us,
Yeah.
which is why everywhere we go, they hate us.
Ah, yeah.
That's the image of us.
Yeah. Damn. I don't know. Low key, I kind of feel I feel bad for the youngins, but there's nothing. I don't think there's anything to be done. It's
I
just
feel
like they'll have to
I
figure their
literally
own way
feel
out.
bad for these last 3 generations. I feel bad for X. I feel bad for us millennials, and I feel bad for Z.
Damn. I see now. I don't feel bad for our generation. I
I
thought
do.
half of us were dumbasses and just failed in life, and the other half
Every,
did okay.
every generation has dumbasses because it was the same thing for X.
Yeah.
But X literally got rattled off because of stupidness and parents weren't doing their things and they learned the same shit and they fucked us and we fucked over the next generation.
Yeah.
The last generation that did really good are boomers.
Well, yeah, they had a there was a surplus. There was like they had
I
every
hear you.
opportunity to get there as long as they weren't like sitting on their ass like and wanting to do nothing. They should have. We had a surplus. We were rebuilding we were rebuilding Europe, so there was a surplus of employment opportunities. Or fuck the employment, right? Like go out, create your own business, and sell shit to other
No,
countries.
mama, you actually do need. You can't just walk into a tech job with nothing. You have you
Yeah,
because you're gonna need those certificates, and those certificates cost money.
yeah. That's still really weird to me.
Yeah, the certifications cost a lot of money, and those tests are harder to get.
Yeah, all
You
of
may
the
know how to
development.
build entire servers and network systems. They will not allow you to touch a machine without a certificate, and those
Yeah.
certificates could range up to 600 plus.
And that's so fucking wild to me.
It is.
Just because of all of like the PHP developers, like even the last, I say like, I think now it's a group of 14 of them, right? Half of them don't have degrees, right? But they've been doing it for so damn long. And I don't know, I guess that was the thing. It was the experience, right? Maybe it's that way now because I guess that is what it is. Somebody
The
doesn't,
last the last bastion of free tech people who are now starting to get, not now, but of the last 5 years have been now getting the shit end of the stick, being roped into being in the same kind of predicament as the techs is uh software developers,
yeah.
software engineers. Because you could, if you taught yourself enough coding, you could get a job. Now they're making it so hard that so many people are turning around and say, "Don't become a software engineer. Don't do it. Don't
I
do it."
would say don't. I would say don't do it if you're going client side, just because it's just saturated. Like everybody's a
Every
fucking now.
Yep.
Uh, Server side, there's still still seems to be a demand for it, but it gets a little bit more competitive when you start getting outside of the country because you can actually get people to code for you outside the U.S. Get away with a lot lower pay. So it's highly competitive in that way. But
Well,
server
sure,
side,
it's a lot lower pay, but the living standards are just so, compared to what they still give you, you still be living really well.
yeah.
Which is why
Unless you're like
people have no problem being coders, are like in like Vietnam. They're like, I'm living like a fucking king.
no, they're doing bad over here.
Oh, they're doing
Horrible.
bad. Oh, I be seeing shit like they be out in, like they be in Singapore and they be killing it.
It's because of the expectation is a little bit different. In their mind, they're like, oh, I can build some shit, right? And I've seen something on the internet like 20 years ago saying, oh, you can make this and you can make that. And then they'll go and do it, right? But they haven't realized that like the example of websites, right? You can go get a damn website. Hell, you don't even have to pay for them now. If you can see it, you can snag it. So there's like a $10 template you can just download. You don't even have to pay the $10 anymore, even though they charge for it, right? You can do up websites now. Keep telling people, don't fucking waste your time with this shit unless you're going to do like a library of them, like just build thousands of them and do it that
Yeah.
way. It's kind of just weird shit. But outside, no, Vietnam here, it's bad. Like it's real bad. They're looking for stuff, but it just ain't available. Although there was a rumor going around about the was it iOS? PHP's now starting to run on iOS. Give me a second. They got some kind of thing for a fucking Laravel or something. So I'm curious to see how that's going. Maybe that might open some doors. I think it's going to make everything like insecure. The last thing you want is server languages parked on top of phones. That's just exploitable as hell. It's just bad. They're not meant for each other. We're gonna see though. But tech is a saturated field across the board, anyways. You got India, you got China. Hell, you
I
got
mean,
these like
look at all the places that became saturated. Oh, because India fucked everything up. India
they're
fucked India fucked up the tech and engineering space, if you ask me.
yeah. If they could ever figure out mass production, they would they'd actually be
They could do some
in direct
damage.
competition with China. If they could ever get that, I don't know
Yeah.
why they have this problem, but if they could ever,
I
some of the
don't
systems
understand. We're all the way here in 2025 and they're still dealing with just water and sewage
they
and
don't
river. I don't they're still struggling with this shit.
they go
Literally
up
shit.
they go up to a piss poor, like they'll get started in a business, they'll get like a group of people together, they'll build up and they'll get started, and then something stupid will come along, like they'll just get either greedy with it and start cheating their own employees or something, but they can never get to that next level to where like just start going up on scale and fuck
Text,
themselves up.
text, uh, text, telemarketing scams, doctors. Most things I know Indian people before. Oh, and realtors.
Oh god, fuck. I'm doing an MLS service here and a sister company for NAR here. It is a nightmare. You're really having to fight off the whole fucking fraud shit because it's what they're taught to do. Their idea of for me to make money is I've got to cheat somebody else out of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the
And
fuck?
listen, and I said this before. I said this to a guy who called before. I said, not for nothing, you may be a nice guy. You may not actually be one of the bad ones, but because I hear your accent, I immediately think you're scamming me. So I'm gonna hang up the phone.
Yep.
You might be legit. I'm not gonna lie, because I know there's just too many of y'all scamming. I'm not talking to you. It's fucked
Damn.
up. It's
Damn.
fucked up. If I hear you with the Indian accent, get clicked. You get dial tone. You could be working at my local bank. I don't trust you.
Well, give me this: how the Indians doing the whole dating thing, and isn't there like a lot of taxi driver Indians in there in NYC
I don't see that many anymore.
anymore?
The,
Oh shit, they
the
dumped out.
the most, so they have taken over a lot of the some of the smaller fast food places, like
Mm-hmm.
like you see a lot of them in like Dunkin' Donuts. Like you used to see them a lot as taxi drivers. Now you see a lot of West Indians or like us, like Haitians um or Africans. You don't see that many Indians as much as you used to. A
Something
lot of them are
happened with
getting it. A lot of them are getting into, like I said, like they're getting into restaurants and they're getting into like smaller pop-up businesses, like easy to manage pop-up businesses.
got it.
And let's be honest, of all of the races that we have here, they're the low-key most quiet, but they have so much money behind it.
Yeah.
You rarely ever hear that there's a scuffle happening with an Indian person.
How do they do in dating?
Most of it's still family, friends, or arrangements kind of thing. Most of
Mhm.
it's still kind of low key. It's still very much heavy culture based. So they stick with their own, but of course they still deal with that whole light skin, dark skin, caste type money because they worship money. Oh my
They
goodness,
they do that shit all over Asia. It's the
they
same thing over
they
here.
worship money.
You ever see any of them running down the street with carrying a bouquet of flowers and a big teddy bear or something?
Nope. But I will say this, and I'm gonna say this, and if you Indian guys don't like it, I'm gonna just say it because you know it. You don't want to admit it, but you know it. Indian guys are the biggest simps I've ever seen.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, I really do believe in that Bollywood fucking uh uh romantic fucking, you think you can charm the girl by pinning her up against the wall and your hand upside the wall and doing that cheesy shit. You really do believe all that shit works. And it's fucking maddening.
Damn, I
And a
gotta
lot of
try
and
that.
a lot of y'all, I think a lot of y'all don't get laid enough because I be seeing y'all making some dreadful mistakes. Y'all be sitting and listen, y'all, a lot of y'all, I be seeing y'all in the most craziest of places. Like in the summertime, I be seeing y'all at the fucking like parks and like downtown Manhattan or whatever, and they're not even they don't even pay attention because they at nighttime. Oh, you're so beautiful, and I'm going, yo, my man. No, that's a guy, right? No,
Damn.
no, she's so beautiful, and I just walk away, and then they get the news. But they be the way how the way how they turn them down. It's so funny. Cause I be looking at this like he don't see it. He just don't get it. I told him already, but he's so desperate to get his dick wet that until they say, "Hey, by the way, just let you know, like, yeah, I was born a guy because I want to have you're beautiful. I think we have beautiful kids together. I can't have kids. No, no, no. You can have kids with me. No, no. You be great. You be great. You get my family. No, I can't have kids. Like, why you say that? Why you say that, beautiful? Why you say that? And I'm like, wow, dude, you're not getting it. And then they finally be like, I was born a guy. Oh, oh, okay. You know, oh, we can't do this because I want to have babies and you can I'm going to go now. Like I was telling you this, they were giving you all the hints, and you wasn't catching on because you was just like, I want to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be painful watching that car crash.
Maybe that is the trap. If you're addicted to it, you're going to spend the rest of your life serving it.
You think I'm joking? Go on social media, see how these guys spit game. They still do all that corny shit. And it don't be working. So the only ones that will eat that shit up, and be honest, those women are going away from them. Like between Asian women and between Asian men and Indian men, y'all are doing bad right now. Y'all women are upgrading on y'all.
Man, that's kind of true on here, anyways.
The more they learn about the West and how they are upgrading, y'all not catching up. Y'all falling behind.
Well, there is a weird thing, right? So, like, I will agree wholeheartedly. Like, feminism is a thing over here. Western feminism is no different than it is here. Like, even the bad, like the extreme shit, it is here. But what I've noticed is like, well, divorce rate's not as high. It's bad over here, but it's not as high. Just because of the social pressure. So they'll split up and they'll go their own ways, kind of thing. But like they just don't get the paper, kind of thing. They take some nasty hit. The dudes take some nasty hits for like the first 20 years.
So both. So one, been with an Indian woman, and two, you're absolutely right. They want to marry up for that money.
Yeah.
But here's the funny part: when they look for that money, guess who they're not looking for? They going for you, Josh.
Yeah.
They're going for you.
It's a good thing I'm blind.
Exactly. They're going for Josh. Black people are not synonymous with money, which is crazy.
Yeah, but y'all are synonymous for big units.
I said this before. Even if we are from America and I can have more money than you, if you was running with me and my people, and we was all just chilling, drinking, having fun, the chicks will all walk up to you thinking that you're the one fronting the bill, and you could be the broker of all of us.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing here.
And we be looking at her like, this bitch here.
Yeah, that is definitely a thing.
Is what it is.
But now it to be fair, it does bite them in the ass. Like, so within India, within the same thing here in, well, it's definitely in Southeast Asia. Those women, they age up and it comes back to bite them in the ass. They hit the wall just as hard as they do with these girls in the West.
I hear you. I hear you. I understand. But that happens for a lot of different, like, because I've seen some Asian women that they managed to hold on. Some. Not a lot. Some. But in that beginning, even when they're in their very cute stage, they don't look to
Yeah,
us.
yeah. You usually like, yeah,
They don't do it.
yeah. I got a lot of like most of my building shitload of single moms. Just it's crazy. Like, oh, I regret. Yeah, of course you do, right? But that was the thing. You put your focus on that. What did you expect to happen,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like in
Listen,
my mind, it's like basically going after the gamble. It's like I want to get, I want to
I
play the lottery. Yeah, that doesn't usually
I
go
said
so
this
well.
one day when I was coming up with a friend, he's Indian, he has an Indian family. I literally said this one time. We had a white friend, and I was with him and everything, and his sister were like looking at me, and I was like, looking at I just looked at a friend. He's like, "You think if I were to go to her?" I said, "Oh, in their eyes, you're white. You can do anything." He was like, "Wow,
Damn.
you're
Yeah.
white. You can do anything. You can walk on water."
Yeah, actually, that's a good thing right there. I think people in the West that scream about the racism, they need to come over here. They really need to come over here and see what it looks like because to me, it's hilarious. I've seen people run out of stores, just literally get the hell out of my stores. Like, what the fuck are you? Yeah,
And it's so sad because we can be in some of the most updated countries. You and I, we walk to Japan, we go into convenience store. Who's the one getting
racist
followed?
as fuck. Yeah, get the
Who's the one getting followed? It's gonna be me in every aisle. Sad. It's a damn shame. It is a shame the way our culture is still. And I'm like, just it's okay to say that the world is very much racist. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, you are. You are. And guess what? I understand. Never had an experience with much of anybody, but still somehow you believe indoctrination is real. It's just the way it is, folks. It's just the way it is. No one else's fault. It's just the environments and the places that we live in that afford people this. Because here's the funny part. Like I say a place like Japan, right? Who are the people that they get most mad at? Especially for the ones that are running up on their women. It is foreigners, right? But what type of foreigner? White folks. And the reason why is because a lot of them end up slipping through to get a lot of women because of the English exchange. Like, here's another reason why Japan screwed up in a lot. There are plenty of people who are black, people who are Latin, people who are white. When they come there, they want actual jobs. They want tech jobs. They want journalism. They want all that stuff. And Japanese people be like, "We're not giving you those jobs. I'm not giving you the tech job. I'm not going to allow a foreigner to be working over here in our law firm." And it's like, what? I learned your language. I went to this school. My credentials are great. Everything. I want a great life. I want to work at this law firm. We're not taking you. Like, what? There are people who are half black, half Japanese, born and raised. And because they look a little ambiguous, but they're mainly Japanese, speak fluent with the school, that everything, they're still looked at as foreigners. They're looked at as foreigners. I had a whole video. Girl, tall. She's blazing. She's blazing. She's walking with her white friend who speaks Japanese. The clerk is speaking to the saying, "Why doesn't your friend speak any Japanese? She needs to learn how to speak Japanese as well as you do." And the heifer's like, "I've been here my entire life. I speak Japanese, speaking to Japanese. Oh my god, oh. But you speak it to the white chick when the chick next to her looks full on Asian. And you're gonna tell the white chick that your friend, who's actually born and raised and lived there, needs to learn Japanese. Folks, you remember I did that video, folks, where the 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 Korean mom has her daughter, and all the other women that were there thought that she was the nanny and not the mom. That the prejudice that happened in Asian cultures is astonishing to this day. To this day. Oh, that's your daughter. I thought you were the nanny. Wow. This chick is pulling on my hair, jumping in my lap, everything, and you think I would be the nanny? Till this day, they still act like that. Yep. You're absolutely right, no chaser. Till this day. Like, you really don't believe that people are out, like, as high as a technological society and how many visitors you have and everything, and you know, it's not like you're some rinky-dink freaking country or island that's cut off from all of society. You literally know that the entire world exists, that people are mixing and matching and everything, and you really you still behave like there are pure races out here. That people are not out here fucking. That people are not here making mixed kids. You still moving around in your country like that's crazy. It's astonishing to me. And now you wonder why. And I say this all those Asian nations. You wonder why your people are failing. You wonder why your people are going sterile. Your people are about ready to be extinct because you can't move on the fact that you think that you should have a pure race. I'm gonna call it what it is. I'm gonna call it what it is. You're probably some really nice people. Because here's the funny part about it, guys. All the little videos and shit that little see. A lot of those Asian women wants to fuck with black guys. Think that black guys are so cool. Let's just be honest. Because of hip hop, because of gangster movies, because of all that shit. But think you're so cool. Would love to give us a shot. But at the end of the day, wanna fuck, don't want to commit. Because they're afraid of what their families might think. Because black people, unfortunately, do not have a great representation across the world. Not because it's our fault, because of how media portrays people. Same thing for you Hispanics as well. Don't think that you're gonna clean up in Japan. Don't think you're gonna clean up in any of these Asian countries. You're not. You're not. Spanish people have a closer time of cleaning up if they go to the Philippines. To the Philippines only. Don't go to China, not gonna work out for you. Don't go to Thailand, not gonna work out too well for you. Don't go to Japan, don't go to Korea. It's not gonna work out the way you think. It's not. It's not. You got a better chance in the Philippines because you can find yourself a nice little Asian woman, and her last name could be Ortiz, Cortez, Vasquez. That's just closest way. It's the only way. The tribalism is crazy in a lot of Asian cultures. I need you to look at your sentence. It's a human race problem, not a race problem. The race problem is within what? The human race. Unless we have animals discriminating on color, yes, it's always gonna be a human race problem. Unless somehow you got bears discriminating, we only gonna eat white people, then yes, it's a race problem. Unless animals start discriminating, yes, it's a race problem. But every race does it. Every race does it. So it wouldn't matter. They're all human because animals don't do it. I still don't understand why people want to be up in China. I still don't get that shit. I really don't get that shit. Even if I went there, I would be around a whole bunch of people who I knew. Because it just does not seem safe at all. Not even a little bit. Almost every time I would walk outside, I'd be like, nope, F this. I'd be going outside in the daytime only. I would give myself a curfew. No, it hasn't solved everything. This is why they're failing right now. This is why the numbers is low. This is why they're on the verge of they're running almost on the verge of extinction. How could China, Korea, and Japan all have the same problems all at the same time? The same kind of problems. Slightly different cultures, because they don't treat each other the same. Because as much as Korea be up in Japan and Japan be up in Korea, they got a problem with each other. It's like mixing, it's like them having the beef between being Dominican and Puerto Rican. They be going back and forth with each other. China is the biggest, largest area. They still having a freaking fertility issues over there. Why? Because they don't like to mix and match. And their people are running out. Their people are running through. They're dying out. The younger people ain't getting it. The older cultures, the younger cultures that are coming up, whether it's China, whether it's Korea, whether it's Japan, they're more interested in materialistic shit. They're not interested in handling their business. And I mean, fucking, they're not. I met plenty of Asian girls, fresh off the airplane. You can't say off the boat anymore. Fresh off the airplane, and they love their designer shit. They want Michael Kors. They want Gucci. They want Louis. They want a guy who's going to be working, who's going to be able to pay for all that shit. But they don't want to give up the cheeks to their own people. I could walk through just the way I am, dusty, promise nothing, and I can clap. I can clap. And the only reason why I can clap is because I look exotic. Apparently, it's not good enough. Asian guys, they losing. Losing. The only women I know that are still holding tight to their own, full fledged, for what I can see, are Arab women. Arab non-Americanized women. Be very specific. Arab women coming from the East ain't trying to mix. They be nope. They not trying to give you the special eyes from the burqa. They not trying to really flex on you with the hijab. They're not really trying to do that. The Americanized ones, they down for the get down. May not keep you, especially if they're Muslim. May not keep you, but they down for the get down. This is what I've noticed. Whether they want to see it right, wrong, or indifferent, this is what I noticed. And I just think it's a shame because a lot of people who are trying to hold on to their purity, I think the way how the world has come up, the way how we have used technology for food and engineering, all other stuff like that, for being able to have mass production for the things that we eat, processed foods and everything like that. I think a lot of this stuff is hurting. It's hurting us because a lot of stuff that we have that we naturally supposed to have, we don't have anymore. I'm not talking about being, it's funny enough because we're talking about people being pure within their races, but the things that we don't eat are not even pure anymore. Even the thing that we tend to have sold around sold the most around the world, which is corn. Let's be honest. is a GMO. It's genetically modified. Wild corn is hard to find now. Hard to find. Who knows what other damage is happening? Pesticides that are all up in your stuff. I was surprised recently. When I say recently, like we were still in the summer, when I actually stumbled upon a grape that had seeds in it. I was surprised. Why am I surprised to find grapes with seeds in it? I was shocked. It had been a while, a long while since I saw grapes with seeds in it. I was stunned. Actually, when I went to Jamaica, that's when I saw grapes that had seeds in it because I'm so accustomed to seeing seedless grapes now. I was stunned. I was like, there's a seed. I'm looking, you got me looking through the light and shit like this. I'm like, there's seeds in the grape. There's seeds. There's seeds in my grape. Look at the seed. There's seeds in my grapes. Holy shit. There's seeds in my grapes. I was shocked. He said boneless watermelon too. Something else I don't want to trust. Seedless watermelons? Come on now. Well, what are we doing here? That's weird. That's a meme? Boneless watermelon? Do you think us humans are going to that route? We've already gone that route. We've already gone that route. A lot of the stuff that we consume are things that are already been genetically altered. This was actually how they were going to solve our meat crisis. They were going to genetically alter clone animals, but they weren't turning out the same way. They weren't turning out as well. This is why they also talk about the whole clone production of 3D printing meat, because genetically cloning animals, like when they clone sheep, they tried to do a cow and everything, but genetically cloning it still took a long time, still took a big process, and the sheep or the animal, whatever, it still wasn't coming out proper. There were some things that were still off. I think the motherfuckers still raised and they got cancer or something. I don't know. Cause think about it. Think about it, folks. If you were young the way how I was when being young, there were not I grew up in the age of smoking commercials, right? And the whole this is drugs, this is your brain on drugs, any questions, all that stuff, right? The one thing we did not hear an abundance of, even with the smoking ads, and I'm talking about the old school, people were chewing tobacco, playing baseball, old school rolling up cigarettes, not blunts, cigarettes. But the one thing you rarely heard a whole lot of was cancer. Cancer. I started slipping into my early 20s. I want to say teens, early 20s, and all of a sudden cancer was everywhere. Everything was cancer. Everything. Cancer in the lung, cancer in the gut, breast cancer spread it like crazy. We weren't hearing so much about breast cancer spread like crazy. Uh, um, Pancreatic cancer started spreading like crazy. Like it all of a sudden, like lung cancer started spreading like crazy. And lung cancer was one of those ones that it popped up a bit, but lung cancer was the most common because a lot of people were still smoking a lot of cigarettes. And this is back in the day, folks. A lot of you guys were old enough. This is back in the days where a lot of people were fighting up against tobacco companies because motherfuckers was still like lacing cigarettes were like rat poison. This is back in those days. So like lung cancer was one of the most prominent ones that kept coming up a lot. But then when that breast cancer started popping up a lot, cancer where people were getting shit in their feet, it was getting the gangrene and everything. And then all of a sudden, what was the next thing that started popping up? Because here's the thing. Unless you were a smoker, because both men and women were smokers, so lung cancer was a big one. But when it started just hitting men mainly, is when that's I was just thinking about holes in the neck, big lumps on the side of they throat. Yeah, I remember that. But then it started hitting men specifically when it started hitting colon cancer. Like women, if you mainly have the point of the woman, you get the guess in your head who had cancer, a woman, you would say breast cancer. And I would say 8 times out of 10 you were right. And then if you had the point of the man, all of a sudden it would be colon cancer. And 8 times out of 10 you'd be right. You wouldn't really hear men that have breast cancer. Wouldn't hear really about women who have colon cancer. Till this day. Why is it that colon cancer mainly hits men and breast cancer mainly hits women? Why is it so specific and on such a specific region? We still eating kind of same shit. We still kind of a lot of the bad habits. Why is it so specific that food is hitting colons of men, but hitting the breast of women? Like we don't have other organs that we share that are the same. Why so specific? Things like that cross my mind. Like why so specific? And I'm not one to get into conspiracy theories, and I'm not a scientist, but I'm like, it's very weird that those are the things that turn out being the most. I just didn't get that. I really, and to this day, I'm like, I really don't understand why like lung cancer was shared between both. I saw men and women both smoke. I get that. But when it came to other cancers, it was very specific when it came to men and women. And that was like, are they just trying new shit on us? Or is it the genetic, all the genetic stuff they're putting and stuff that's affecting people in these specific ways? You know what also turned around and started being on the rise that we didn't really hear of until I was in my 30s? Testicular cancer. That started popping up a lot. Once I started getting close to my 30s, especially in my early 30s, so I'm talking about like 30, 31, 32, I started hearing about so many men getting fucking cancer in their nuts. Beforehand, that wasn't really a thing that was coming out so much. All of a sudden, everybody started having it. I'm like, damn, everybody just dropping their nuts. What is happening here? And they were like, we don't know where we're getting it from. It could be from here. It could be from there. I remember when they were talking about, we think that people are getting people are getting cancer. Oh, my freaking camera going crazy. People are like, we think that people are getting testicular cancer because they are going through TSA, and TSA has the new screening hitting you with the radiation. You know what? We think that men are getting testicular cancer because of all our new technology or our new updated phones. Men are putting their phones in their pockets, so the phone is sitting right next to your nuts. That's how men are getting all of the colon, getting all of the fucking. They put in their back pocket. That's how men are getting the colon cancer. Put it in the front pocket. That's how they getting the testicular cancer. For a while, men didn't want to put phones in their pocket. They didn't. That's when they started making the whole out pouches that used to have your phone on the side of you, whatever. It was weird. It was a weird time. Can't really prove anything, but it was a very weird time. And who knows? Maybe there's something to it. Maybe there's not. But I always found it weird how things only target specific genes or specific sexes. I always thought it was really weird. Yeah, the tracheotomies. Oh, you said stop smoking the air. First of all, I always thought that shit was insane. Fire happens. Where the fuck you going? You know what I was really happy with? most of all, smoking in bars. When smoking in bars stopped, I felt so good. I used to stop. I used to hate being in bars because it always smelled like cigarettes. When cigarettes stopped being in bars, I was very, very happy. I was ecstatic. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. I I don't. I'm not doubting that. I am not doubting that. I just thought it was very interesting how people were just only coming up with specific cancers. Lung just seemed to be common among anyone, and you already knew what the cause was. But all that other shit mm, was weird. It's like if you're a man, these are what you're gonna get, and if you're a woman, these are what you're gonna get. It was just like that's odd. Okay. I mean, it was so much to the point where everything you couldn't trust everything to eat. And honestly, the folks, that's what kind of got me started not eating fast food. That oh, everybody was getting cancers and everything. That's what made me stop eating fast food. I was like, we don't know what's going into what. I stopped trusting chicken McNuggets a long time ago. I have not had a chicken McNuggets in over 20 years. I can smell it. I don't remember what it tastes like. I have not had a chicken McNugget in a long time. And all with all the years that went by and everything that we learned about McDonald's, it helped me just stay away from it. I as much as I smell it every year and my mouth waters, I have not touched a McRib. And I'd be like, oh, it smells so good. I refuse to touch McRib. I refuse to eat McDonald's. The safest thing I can think about eating from McDonald's is the fries. And I still don't eat that because, quite frankly, you already heard my pitch about my fries. The fries are only meant for emergencies. Only for emergency situations because nothing smells like it. Outside of that, I'm not going to eat McDonald's fries. That's just written into a plan. Something ever goes down, you know where to go. But outside of that, I refuse to eat from fast food places. Yeah, emergency fries, absolutely. I'm not gonna be eating fries. Nope. I will order from a Shake Shack or Five Guys or whatever. I'll eat something that I think has been prepared, cut, sliced, whatever. Like, or I'll just make my own shit. But I am not going to a fast food place to get their fries. Not. I really don't eat fast food like that. Even though recently, of the last couple of years, I've been very picky, but I have been slowly trying to get back into fast food. Like I've eaten like like not McDonald's, but I've eaten a KFC chicken sandwich. I want to say since 2009, I've been trying to slowly get back into it, but I'm highly picky. And the only reason why I started slowly getting back into fast food was because of Chick-fil-A. That's the only reason. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A started making me change my mind about fast food slowly. I still won't eat everything from it. Like I'll try a chicken sandwich. I feel like if I can't fuck with the chicken sandwich, we just not doing it at all. Fuck everything else that you have to sell. If I can't get by a chicken sandwich, if your chicken sandwich makes me feel sick, I'm never eating this place again. So that's my saving grace. I walk in there. Oh hi, you ever been here before? No, I never been here before. Okay, well this is what we got. Okay, no, just give me a chicken sandwich. Oh, we have us. No, no, no. I never ate here before. Give me a chicken sandwich. If I can get by, we're good. I'm willing to try something else. If I feel like I eat something and something's not wrong, something feels wrong, my spidey senses start tingling, not coming back. I think the thing that made me go try Chick-fil-A even after I ate, I said, you know what, this is good, but it's not the greatest, like what people say. It was the customer service that sold me. Listen, Chick-fil-A has some really good customer service. Some of the best customer service I've seen in a while. For a fast food place like that, some of the most phenomenal service I've ever seen. No matter which location I went to. I've been still waiting to see a hood Chick-fil-A. Haven't yet. I think the only quote ghetto type Dunkin' Donuts I've ever been to was super fucking efficient. And that was in Harlem. I was like, yo, they are busting out drinks. This is crazy. Those girls were doing it. I was like, look at that. Like, this is the most efficient place I've ever seen. They are putting these Indian people to shame. I was like, let's go. Open more. Those girls were working well together. They weren't arguing. They weren't getting hair in people's shit. This girl was moving around with the orange color hair. I was like, look at her work. Look at her work. She's good. She is good. I don't know. Part of me just wants to. Part of me wants to figure out what exactly is gonna be the thing for the world that we need to move into. I gotta. I have a. I literally have a video. I was trying to figure out if I want to do it for an actual topic, but I think I'm going to do it as a video because I think it requires a lot of my attention. Uh, I've been dreading doing it for a while because I just didn't think I was prepared for it. I didn't think I had I was gonna have the mindset for it yet. I mean, I got personal experience, but I didn't think I was gonna have it mentally. But I think I'm gonna work on it. I think I'm gonna do a video. I don't think it's something I want to do as a live. I don't think it's something I want to do where I really want to have people's really opinion on it. I don't mind if they want to leave like comments and give me their thoughts or whatever, but I think it's not something I really want to have a conversation back and forth on. And I'm gonna work on that. I do want your thoughts on something though. In the spirit of, quite frankly, the 14th today, Valentine's Day, because I know I'm going to be taking a look at social media, see what everybody else is going through. Um, I'm thinking next week, for most of next week, or the streams that I do go live next week, I'm gonna do something I normally don't do, folks. I think I'm gonna bring up D&P conversations. Perish the thought. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do, and I haven't figured out what I would talk about. But I think for next week, in the spirit of love and everything, I might talk about a little bit of D&P, just to see how people react to it. And then I think after that, we'll walk away from it. Because I will not have any interest in getting back into that shit anywhere close. I think people start smelling topics and they go, oh, we can do this. And I'm like, no, we can't. No, we cannot. So I'm thinking I might do something with that next week. And then after that, I think we'll figure out some new stuff. And I'm gonna be changing up a couple of other things because we're gonna be climbing through this quarter. And I want to get some new things set up for us for next quarter. I won't be changing the show too drastically, but I think I will be going live a little bit more. Because I'm gonna be changing up a bit of a new schedule. So I think I might have a little bit opportunity to give you guys a couple of more episodes. But it's just me trying to figure out the timing for it. Oh, but you guys give me your ideas. And also, what is something that what are some things that you think you might want to see implemented into the show? Some things that we might have to start working on for the show. Uh, well, with that being said, I don't have much I want to contribute else to tonight. Quite frankly, this this is I knew it was going to be a slow one for today, but I think everybody's out. by the way, folks, this pretty much for tonight. This pretty much let you know just how many people are actually in relationships, or they're dating, or they're hanging out with friends tonight, or Friday night, people. I just want you to think about it. Wait, and by the way, no shade to you guys who were in here today, because you could be going out too, or maybe you're out on your phone and whatever listening to. Because my black ass is still sitting here at home, and I could have been going on too. But yeah, I just want you to think about that for a moment. Normally, Thursdays, Fridays, or whatever, we get some people that be coming up in here. It's rather chill. So it makes me wonder how many people are going to be out there having their own Valentine's Day stories. I wonder what they're going to have to say about it. I know most people are going to say, no, it was good. Everything was good. There was no problems. There was no problems. We'll see. We'll see. All right. I think that's going to be enough for me for today. I got a couple of things I want to work on. I think I'm going to spend this night pretty much being on my murder she wrote, and just sit here and start typing away at the keyboard, try to get a couple of things up. I will be doing an actual stream tomorrow. I just haven't figured out what time I'm going to be doing it, or if we'll do our normal late night time. Sorry that we didn't have the DVD last night. Stuff came up, and we weren't just really able to do it. So hopefully we'll get back on track of that for next week. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just close out with a bit of a call to action. I don't even know if there's anyone online. Let's see. Let's see if there is anyone online tonight. Flo is actually on. Flo's on. Nightish is on. LA is on. What is LA talking about? Let me see what LA is talking about. LA. LA. This- Okay, he is already yelling. He's been in it. We'll show a little love. We'll go to LA. We'll see what's going on. So with that being said, hey, what's going on, big player? So I'll see you. I will be doing this for tomorrow. Do this really nicely. Let me do this nicely. Hold up. So we will be doing something tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out whether it's going to be more closer to the afternoon, evening type, or whether we're going to be doing something for a late night. We'll see from there. I do have some topics and things that I need to put up for. I need to start. This would be a good time too for the weekend, because I need to start working on a whole bunch of edits, videos. I want to see if I can get some videos out for you guys. I want to see if I can get some shorts out for you guys. And I just want a little bit of time to relax as well. It is Friday night. Who knows? Maybe I might wake this up and we try to do something for the night. Just no restaurant, because quite frankly, shit's going too crazy. Anyway, guys, shorter stream today, because quite frankly, I already knew what kind of day it was gonna be, and not. I think everybody's just out there trying to do their own thing. With that being said, you pretty much already. You know what? Let me just end this out in the customary way. Let me think about this. Think about this. For Valentine's Day, right? So love is complicated. Love is complicated. I would say that it is not about the flowers. I would say it's not about the jewelry. I think that it is about knowing people's flaws. I think it's about staying alert and staying away from some of that stuff. I think that choosing someone every day when it's easy and when it's hard is the best policy to go by, instead of waiting for these one particular days when you want to treat somebody special. And for my single people, not for my single people, your worth isn't waiting for a plus one. So if this Valentine's Day defines love for yourself, I think that's the best way you should go about it. And if this means wine and Netflix alone, well, then it means wine and Netflix alone. That's love, baby girl. That's love. Valentine's Day, love or performance art. You guys tell me. I think we exposed some of the ugly history, the cheating, the scandals, the ridiculous price tags, and of course those singlehood lies that we tell ourselves. Relationships, receipts, self-love. It's all on the table. I think you guys have had a good night. I think you guys have been comfortable. And I think you guys have a good one. I will see you guys tomorrow. You say, actually, it's Saturday afternoon here. Well, it ain't Saturday afternoon for me. It is Friday night. With that being said, guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. If I pop up anywhere else, then you'll know if I pop up anywhere else. But of course, then stay opinionated. See you in the next one.